Welcome, Aleta, Lawrence, Circle of Life community, and our Vashon community, our Vashon growing community. We're all trying to eat well through this crisis, and we're going to demonstrate some early spring ideas to get started so we can eat well, grow well, and thrive. I'm Karen Biondo. We're here today at Biondo Farm.
I'm Michelle Crawford.
Dana Ilo.
Marilee Runyon.
Okay, we're going to start by talking about starting seeds and what we do. And what we do is what we do. It's not necessarily what you have to do, it's what we do. And we're going to show you what we hope is an easy way for you to get started growing some good food. Michelle, take it from here.
The first thing you need, of course, besides seed, is the soil. And there's so many choices when you're at the store of what kind of soil to get. A lot of it is too heavy, too wet, the pieces are too big. So look for, if you can, a seed starting mix or a germination mix that will be light, sterile, and easy for a little seed to come up through something that is as light as this. And that's what you begin with. We have a big tub of it here, and that's all I can think of at the moment for that. So you want to demonstrate the paper?
So here's one. We're going to start in 4-inch pots today, and Dana has been filling our pots with the seedling mix, like so. Because there's an abundance of newspaper in the world, I use it as a bedding for the seed trays, simply because it's a way to kind of be efficient with watering. And when you water into, let's see, let me do this. This is a tray that has been lined with newspaper, pots are filled, and so when you water and the water runs into the newspaper, it kind of helps wick up. What you don't want to do with your early seedlings is overwater, and it's so easy to want to overwater. So there's that piece of it. Shall we stick some seeds in?
Sure.
Let's talk about seeds.
We have, so seeds obviously come in different sizes, and you manipulate them in different ways, because some, like these snap peas, are big. The arugula seeds are tiny. Lettuce seeds are really light. Some seeds, you'll need to read the packet, need to be sown more on the top. They need light to germinate. Some seeds need darkness to germinate. They're going to come up anyway because plants want to grow. But good to read the directions on the seed packet. And what should we plant first?
I don't know.
Let's do peas.
Let's do peas.
Start big and go small.
All right. Okay. Dana, you want to stick some seeds in pots?
Sure.
How many do you put in?
Well, I put in quite a few.
Michelle, you're the expert. Edit this part out.
All right. So it says on the packet, plant 3/4 inch deep. So that's the start. You're going to be, when these come up, and we can show the ones that are over there just up. Karen, maybe you could bring them over.
We're going to get a demo here.
These are a little full
Oh, really?
for
Too much
planting
soil?
them 3/4 inch deep, but we're going to press it down.
Okay.
Want you take some out?
Nope, because I'm already doing it.
You can see how scientific this is.
Yes, very.
Peas love company, so it's okay to crowd peas.
Right, they're easy to separate once they're up. Here are some that are just coming up, and now we have exhausted this packet.
And you can see here that these have been up for probably 4 to 6 weeks. And even though they're all tangled up, they're pretty darn happy. And you can see here, they're kind of anxious to get into the ground.
Right, and when you are ready to do that, you will pop them out. If the roots are a little tangled, you can swish them in water and you just gently tease them apart. Feels a little mean, but they're going to be happy in the ground. So there is that. So you start with this, you get this, then you get that.
And then you get peas.
And then you get peas that you can eat. So what kind of peas are these?
Sugar snaps.
Okay. So you eat the whole pod, the peas inside, the pod on the outside. They're fat, sweet, and juicy.
For lettuces, probably not, but yeah, they're okay.
Yeah, this was just, these are supposed to be 3/4 inch down. So nothing fancy here, but and we're going to press the soil down gently because you want contact between the soil and the seed. All right, and you're going to water?
Shall we water with this?
Yeah, because
Okay.
they're peas.
They're peas. Peas love to be abused. If you have the ability to have a sprinkler of some sort, either on your watering can or on your hose, it's really nice to gently water them. If you just dump water, a lot of times you're just going to pop the seed right out of the soil. So we're going to do our best to gently water, and they need to be damp, but not wet. That sound right?
Yeah.
And there you go. You've just planted peas. Oh, and as they start to come up, check it out. So as the soil starts to settle, as your seeding mix starts to settle, a lot of times you'll come out and you'll go, oh man, that pea is sticking out of the soil and it's laying on top. It's okay. Just poke it back in. Is that all right? Yeah, poke it back in, or if you have a handful of soil, just put it on top.
Yeah.
It'll be fine because the roots come from the bottom and they'll be fine. So there we go. We've got peas seeded. Let's do
We need
something
a
else.
label
We need a label.
because you won't remember what you did.
Spoken like someone who from experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Here, Dana. There's a blank one somewhere and you can just write sugar snap pea on it. Let's
Yeah.
stick it in the thing. How's that? Okay, what next?
And I write the date on
Spinach?
it. Yeah.
Spinach.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the plants
Spinach.
you brought?
What?
Do you want to talk about the plants you
Oh.
brought?
What's today? 28?
So those pea seeds, you think they'd be up in like a week?
What's that, the
The
pea
peas?
seeds? In this weather, the peas might be up in 5 days.
Yeah. So that's very exciting and very
Yeah.
fast. Seeds are amazing in that everything that the seed needs to grow is in the seed coat, until it's emerged and then it uses sunlight, of course. But when you have, these are little spinaches, and these funny leaves on the side, and the charred leaves that are not the actual chard, are the cotyledon or the coating of the seed outside, and these things will eventually turn yellow and die off because they're not necessary anymore. And sometimes that feels like, oh, something's wrong with my plant, but it's supposed to happen. It's fine. And this is just the miracle of the seed being provided for before it even has a chance to get sunlight. It's all its nourishment right there.
And here's spinach seed.
Okay. Now, do you have more spinach seed?
I don't.
Okay.
That is
I
all
brought
have.
some spinach seed also.
Okay.
So let me find it.
We'll do spinach and then we'll do lettuce. And from between the peas, the spinach, and the lettuce, you'll have a sense of a small, medium, and large seed and how to plant them.
Right.
And then from there, we're also going to do flowers because vegetables like having flowers around them. It helps attract bees, so we have pollinators. And we're going to plant marigolds today, or seed marigolds today, because you can also eat them. You can put them in your salad, the leaves.
Oh, spicy.
And again, you can see how scientific it is to seed.
Yeah. So you can, with spinach seeds, you can sprinkle them, or you can tap them out, which I don't know, I find that easier, but it is so satisfying to grow your own food. It's so nutritious to just go out and pick it and eat it.
I think among us, between Marilee, Michelle, Dana, and I, we've all been growing a lot of food, or some food, for a lot of years. And no matter how many years we've been doing it, I think I can speak for all four of us, it does not matter. It's still magically delicious
And exciting.
to put a seed in the ground and then come up with food.
Yeah.
You know, this is also a really good thing to do with families, with children right now. It's such a, planting seeds is really hopeful, and we all need that right now.
So the general rule is you plant the seed 2 times its diameter. So ideally that's how big the spinach seed is. You plant it about, imagine 2 seeds on top of it. That's how deep you would plant it.
Oh, that's a good way to think of it. I never could figure out how I would ever figure out the diameter of this.
Yeah. Just so
So 2 seeds on top, okay.
yeah, which in some is like barely any. And then do again read the seed packet to see how deep it should be. And some seeds are surface sown, which they need to be on the surface because they need light to germinate. And it will tell you that.
Here is lettuce seed.
Okay.
We're done with this one?
Yes.
So it seems like it would be good to talk about being inside and how we're not doing this outside right now.
Because it's raining.
Well, yeah, because it's too cold.
Oh, let's talk about where you can do your seeding.
Right.
Michelle, would you tell us where you do your seeding?
I do all my seeding. Ooh, there's a spider. In my kitchen. There's good light, good music, it's warm, there's snacks.
And then where do you put those seed trays?
I don't, I put them, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh,
Everybody's
Yes.
okay. So,
Sometimes, some people put them on top of the refrigerator because that is a warmer space. If you have a sunny window, once your seeds have come up, they need to go outside.
so tell me, is it important that they have sunlight to germinate?
Not all seeds need sunlight to germinate. Some need darkness. And obviously, they're covered over. It is dark. They'll tell you on the seed packet if they need light to germinate. And those you would just do on the top. Yeah.
So there we go.
So that was a gentle patting down. You're just like nurturing.
Okay, and so we should sprinkle some water on them, yes?
Yes.
Or with these, what did we just do? I've lost the thread here. Oh, that's spinach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, we're gonna sprinkle and get damp, but not soak. Ta-da, there's that.
Good.
Spinach, oh, Dana, we need a label for spinach.
Or we should put this.
Please, or we could put this package right on it.
Right.
Okay, and then let's grab another tray. There you go. And we'll do lettuce.
One small thing, like lettuce seed is very small, and you'll see that some of these, there's like, it's not even. So you can be sprinkling, and some will get too deep because the soil is like not flat across the pot.
What
So-
happens if a seed goes too deep?
It doesn't make it. It doesn't come up. Or it comes up so long after the other ones that you've already moved on.
You've written it off.
Yeah. So you have
Okay,
lettuce
here's-
seed?
Here is a red lettuce and a
Okay.
green romaine.
Okay, so it says plant 1/8 inch deep, and some lettuce seed is light, and some lettuce seed is dark. It's harder to see with the dark seed against the soil, but you're actually watching the seed come out of the packet. They're going to make a crease on the packet. And you're not really watching the soil. You're watching here the seed come out. And it's easy to put too many seeds. They're all mostly going to come up. So 10 is fine per pot. And how you're determining that is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's, you can see it is not difficult to grow from seed.
What do you think is the easiest seed to start?
Peas,
Peas.
don't you think?
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or chard,
Chard, yeah.
because that's big.
Chard.
And chard and beets are in the same family. Those seeds are big, easy to manipulate.
And whatever you do when you're doing this, don't be afraid to do anything. Don't be afraid
Right.
to fail, because failure. My new motto is, nothing is a failure. Everything is data.
When you get a packet of seeds, you usually are not going to use them all. Like lettuce is something you would reseed every 3 or 4 weeks. You want to keep the packets dry. This table is wet, so I wouldn't set this packet down. Now we're doing the other color of seed. Because you don't, moisture ruins seed. So once you have used your seed, put it in a plastic bag just to keep it dry. Because stuff happens.
But if you want me to stop, I will.
And lettuce, when it comes up, very easy to separate into the rows in your box bed. And hard to believe that every one of these little seeds is going to become a head of lettuce. But it is. It's just so much bounty and excess of, I don't know, extravagance. It's really wonderful. Okay, this is Karen's guess. Lettuce.
Yes.
Okay.
Water.
Oh wait, I didn't cover them.
Cover them.
Very important.
Oh, yeah.
How often between seeding and seeing the little baby seed turn into something, how long between seeding and germination, or how often should we water? When the
You know,
soil's
you'll
dry,
look, yeah, when the soil looks dry on the top,
Yeah.
you can lift up your container, and if it feels really light, then obviously it needs water.
And a little
It's-
bit of water.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to over soak seedlings.
One thing that can happen, which is from overwatering usually, is called damping off.
Yes.
And it's when the stem part of the baby plant is in water so much that it just rots. And then that's the end of that. Okay, so these are covered, gently tapping them, or not tapping them, but tucking them in. Okay, and then we can water.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Damp, not soaked. There we go. Voila! We have planted lettuce, spinach, and sugar snap peas. And that's really all there is to starting. And we really encourage everybody to start something. Anything that you like, grow it.
Right.
Watch it grow, eat it. And thank you for joining us today. And Lawrence, hello, we wish you well.
And health.
And
Yes,
good health to
yes.
all.
Good health to all.